And then we're gonna get on to some of the requests. Alright, my dudes? Let's do it. Luckily, we don't have too many requests.
The
So we can actually get through them
never-ending
pretty quickly.
train wreck. So as a recap, right, in the beginning of the year, they were doing pretty damn well. Their stock price was high. But it turned out that their work culture was so toxic that one of their VTubers tried to end their lives over it. Nijisanji's response.
What?
Were doing pretty
Oh, okay,
damn
no, you're talking about the Tatsu. Okay.
well. Their stock price was high. But it turned out that their work culture was so toxic that one of their VTubers tried to end their lives over it. Nijisanji's response was to terminate them and then say that the financial impact of this was gonna be negligible. Obviously, that was not the case, and it's been in free fall since then. But recently, as you can see here, there has been somewhat of a recovery. People thought, you know what, dude?
Somewhat of a recovery! Oh, yes, there was,
it's time to finally move on. Maybe it's time to start
They tried to put a little bit of mascara on that train wreck.
As you can see, the recovery didn't last too long, as it just...
Yeah, they really tried to put lipstick on a pig, so to speak.
Fell again, right? Going from around 2,000...
Are there any indie pig VTubers? Like, sexy indie pig VTubers?
2,800 back to 2,400, losing 20% of its value in the process. Well, the question is, right, what happened here? What has completely stopped this recovery? The answer's simple: public humiliation. Even though Nijisanji's online reputation has pretty much been burnt to ashes, they've never actually felt this humiliation in real life, up until very recently in the summer of 2024, where it finally dawned on them just how much they botched their image in the West. How this company that was worth $1 billion at some point on the Japanese stock exchange can't even compare to its biggest rival anymore. This is how Nijisanji got humiliated. Let's talk about it. But you know what?
And you know what? It's a very, 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 very well-deserved downfall, and I will freaking keep saying it over and over again, my dude, because they treated her so freaking. They treated her so freaking terribly, dude. It was so terribly handled. The way they spoke, everything they talked about, the way they tried to use other VTubers, the very same VTubers that were harassing Selene, to come out and try to like cover it all up and like try to push blame at her and like make it seem like somehow it was all her fault. Like, nah, dude. It was twisted what they tried to do to that poor gal. It just sucks, dude.
Marrying your favorite 3D waifu in your favorite gacha game.
What?
I'm of course talking about Snowbreak Containment Zone.
Well, what is this?
You're in luck because the game is now better than ever with the new update. The stakes are of course higher, but the gameplay is also snappier, smoother,
what the
more
frick?
refined.
Why is that a waifu with a...
This isn't just about gameplay though, because you have new awesome outfits and straight up weapons, including a new weapon type. But you know what really sets Snowbreak apart from other games? Co-op modes. Like Torrent of Fire that came out with this update, where you and a co-op partner control turrets in an endless game mode. And if you're still not convinced, then during this version update, you can get Fenny Starshine for free in orange tier.
For free, you say? I gotta admit, I really like something about Fenny really talks to me. It could be the shape of her rifle barrel and the magazine. Oh, it's so large. You think it's extended? Oh, look at that! What kind of scope is? You think it's like a tool? You think it's got like a high magnification? No, it's gotta be so low. It just looks so good. I don't know. I like it. The grip. Oh, with the stock. Look at that stock. It's just such nice curvature to the stock. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just really got my attention. Something about it.
10 free echoes in the mail to pull for whoever you want.
I like this.
So what are you waiting for?
I like this.
And the pinned comment to get yourself this game for free. And thank you so much, Snowbreak, for sponsoring this video. So as you might already know, there are many anime fans.
I was debating Genshin. I was debating adding Genshin to the rotation. Or some other game, and I'm just saying, this looks interesting to me. Before I go on to get, you know what I'm saying, this looks interesting to me.
outside of Japan. And one of, if not the biggest anime event of the year is held in Los Angeles at the Anime Expo.
It was great. I was there for one day. It was so nice. I had a great time there, dude.
This event
I was so fortunate. I was able to see the I was able to see the I can't say the word, the S Squad Harley Quinn DC show. I can't say it's on YouTube, but I was able to see that one. The not a, I don't know. I think it was a premiere, right? It was already available by the time I was there. But Gignuck was there. It was so freaking cool to see him there. It was really nice. Kind of a nice little awkward there at the same time, but at the same time it was really nice. Can't lie. But it was so cool to watch. I really did love it. Everyone was so cool. I got a freaking like special I got some special playing cards for of Harley Quinn and Joker, which I'm gonna frame. I think it's gonna be nice. I'll put up pictures on Twitter. It was so freaking cool, my dude. I had such a great time. And on top of that, we got to hear Mori Calliope perform live. It was. I loved it. I freaking love Mori. Great song, dude. I love it. She performed the theme. Oh, so good. Sorry, I love it.
And it's known to have an infamous reputation of
I know what they're going to talk about, and I think Chaos took pictures when we were there.
Every summer, people look forward to...
I'll say this. I may have been the, if not one of the only visitors to the Nijisanji booth.
Not only the stands and displays that are there, but also the announcements that are made there for the first time as opposed to being made in Japan. But this isn't just exclusive to anime, it's about things related to anime, like Vtuber. It's held in the Los Angeles Convention Center. This is a huge center,
it's great.
And it's where
Make sure you go to the artist alley to go support.
I'm sure you know what E3 is. Now, Nijisanji, just like their biggest VTuber competitors, were set to be there. But unlike their competitors, they wanted to take it to the next level. So not only were they going to have a significant presence on the expo floor, but they were partnering up with Anime Expo for the Summer Jam. This was going to be Nijisanji EN's first ever full 3D concert in the United States. It was going to be an hour and a half long and held at the Peacock Theater. But it wasn't just going to be one concert, it was going to be two. One on July 6th and the other one on July 7th. The first one was going to expose their English talents, right? But the second one had some of their biggest Japanese talents as well. So they were really going all out for the global English-speaking audience here. Held in the Peacock Theater. This isn't a small theater. As I said, they were investing quite a bit in this. It was announced in May 2024, but by the beginning of June, some people started to show concern. You see,
dude, I got a chance to chow down at the Lazy Dog there. Oh, so good. So good.
The problem was that the tickets were simply not selling. As you can see, any seats in green were just not booked yet. No one was buying the tickets. This was in the Peacock Theater, bro. And in the general area, they hadn't even sold half the tickets. The pit, which usually sells out first, was also not fully booked. And these two right here were for the July 6th concert, and this one was for the July 7th concert. This was unexpected.
Oh, bro, no, you could tell that it's the same group. It's the same. Look, this group right here is the same exact group as this group right here, except they decided they were gonna save money by paying for like slightly worse tickets.
Fans, Nijisanji haters, and Nijisanji themselves and their talents. Like, what? The majority of the seats are
like, did you even invite your families or like what the frig?
But time kept going by, okay?
The English talent, I mean,
the tickets were not selling, but people thought, you know what, dude, they're not gonna cancel this. They've already invested so much into it. I'm sure they're gonna find a solution. Maybe do giveaways, give out tickets, I don't know, something, right? They have to, right? Well, on June 25th, 2024, Nijisanji put out this tweet. Bear in mind, this is like barely a week before the concert was meant to take place, all right? Here's what they said. Important update regarding Nijisanji EN Summer Jam and welcome to Wonder World.
Yeah, no, because at that point, if you have that concert and there's images of that how empty those seats are. That stadium is. That theater, I should say. That is such a hit to your brand name like no other.
This is an important update regarding the Nijisanji EN Summer Jam and Welcome to Wonder Wander World concert in LA, originally scheduled for July 6 to 7 at the Peacock Theater during Anime Expo 2024. While we were incredibly excited to bring you our first ever 3D concert in North America, recent developments have made it clear that creating the optimal environment for an unforgettable experience for our fans and our livers is no longer feasible. Further details can be found at the following websites. Please rest assured that full refunds for the concert tickets will be processed. Details regarding the refund process will be announced soon on our official X accounts and the websites mentioned above. We are also working on special perks to
and it was only, and here's the worst part about it, because I remember hearing about this, like, again, a week before Anime Expo. I was already packed. I was good to go. I was just streaming the, like, 2 or 3 days before that, so I can get, it was gonna be good. Anyway, what sucked is that the amount of people that came out to talk about how, like, they freaking had, like, hotels booked. They had flights, like, booked. Like, come on, dude. It ruined so many people's plans. People spent so much money to get down to LA.
Show our appreciation for all who purchased tickets. And then they made sure to
some people
specify
came to
that
LA
they
just
will
for the
be at
concert.
Anime Expo on booth E65, E70, and that they weren't canceling that. The full explanation on their website
they had
states
plane
that they
tickets
will be
purchased,
doing it
hotel
live
rooms
on
booked.
YouTube instead, and that it will be free. However, that's only for the concert that was meant to be on July 6th. The one that was meant to be on July 7th was completely canceled, but people who bought a ticket for it were going to get a mini live concert footage, whatever that means. So understandably, right, the first reaction for a lot of people was absolute and utter disappointment, right? You had people like this person here saying, I'm like a joke. I spent so much money on flight tickets and hotel, and now you told me the concert is canceled? I bought the Anime Expo ticket because it requires one to enter the concert.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about the fact you still have to buy the Anime Expo ticket, even if you were just there for the concert.
That it's so ridiculous. So since they were partnering up with Anime Expo, you needed an Anime Expo ticket on top of the concert ticket to actually be able to go in. And what this person is saying is that the only reason they even bought an
Bro, I only went for 1 day, bro. I could have given that to somebody, you know. So that kind of sucks. There's any way to organize that, you know.
Anime Expo ticket was for this concert. This is a super fan that absolutely got it up the ass because of Nijisanji. Bear in mind, these tickets are not cheap, especially if you're coming from abroad where you might not.
Yeah, no, it's about. I paid like $70 for mine. I'm honestly, I'll be real with you. Last time I buy this, the 1 day pass. Last time, I'd rather just buy the whole freaking the whole 4 day pass, and just go the first day, then miss the second day, then go the third and fourth day, just so you can like rest. And the fourth day, I'm not even gonna go. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna go to like the after party stuff. You get me? Like, you don't really need to go every single day. I just need to go 2 days to the actual day event, walk around. Because then you're so freaking tired afterwards. Well, you're not trying to do all that. But yeah, no, the after party stuff is the best. Go support the Anime Expo after hours. I freaking love the burlesque. So great.
Have the purchasing power that is in the United States. So if you bought a ticket just for Nijisanji's concert, you weren't going to get that refunded. This was very embarrassing. It was embarrassing as a fan, and it was embarrassing for Nijisanji because everyone got screwed over here. They had overestimated how many people would show up to their concert and got screwed over royally. Just looking at this gives me secondhand embarrassment, man. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, they really did not want to. They were really huffing some copium. They really did not want to understand how badly their reputation had sunk here.
There was no winning here. They just didn't sell enough. Even if they went live with this, the talents would see how many people showed up and think, fuck, like, this is embarrassing. Even though they ended up streaming the concert online and the fans seemed to like it, especially the ones that couldn't go initially, there was something else that happened at Anime Expo that was so humiliating. It was the fact that no one showed up. no one showed up.
There we go. I will say this much. Definitely visited the HoloLive. It was so freaking full. I just couldn't wait in the line, dude. I could not wait in that line. not only did I get, not only was I the first, I will say, person, like one of the first people to get into the expo, but I was lucky enough to get in line. I think Chaos bought the was it an Iron Mouse like plushie? I got me a Henya the Genius Peeker, as well as a Frog Peeker, and an Iron Mouse Peeker, as well as a Senpai Squad plate, which was so cool. Freaking love it to my dudes. Oh, it looks so good. I'm so happy. I'm so freaking happy. You have no idea.
They had taken such a big space,
and they had nothing. They had absolutely nothing there, bro. I actually walked through here once, but it was pretty much just empty. It was pretty much empty.
There was literally no one there.
There was freaking nothing,
Legal
dude.
Mindset had made this tweet asking, "Is this real?" Where you see Nijisanji's booth absolutely empty, while their competitors Hololive and Vishojo absolutely full, as well as indies like Doki Bird also being
so
full.
lucky.
Now, of
with
course, some people were concerned, like, okay,
booth.
listen, it's fun to make fun of Nijisanji, whatever, but maybe this was when the expo was still opening or when it was closing, right? Maybe this is just fake news. Well, someone was kind enough to take a
it was
video.
Like that all day.
VTuber cringe on
Twitter. We went back around there multiple times. I was there the entire day from opening to closing. The entire first day of the expo, the entire freaking day was empty.
I have to take this video. I sped it up by 2 times. And as you can see, they brought out statues. You know, here's a couple right here. You know, you have Elira Pandora, and then you have Shu Yamino, who's a Japanese VTuber in Nijisanji. And you have a bunch of figurines, right? Like, the whole thing is set up in a cool way. I mean, you know, the stand itself isn't bad, but as you can see, it's a ghost town.
There was no staff. Very quickly into the day, the staff weren't even there anymore. I don't know if they went to go eat lunch or what, but they weren't even there anymore after a certain while.
More VTubers on the walls than there are people. Okay, there are more VTubers on the walls than there are people. It is so embarrassing, man. I can't watch anymore. This, in contrast to their biggest competitor, Hololive, is insane because they just showed up to the LA.
Me and Chaos were supposed to go, but we just didn't plan it out properly. We're such huge Gargura fans too, and I'm a huge fan of Peckle Mama.
Talents co-presented and sang the baseball anthem.
She needs to become her own VTuber.
Stadium. They called the event Hololive Night, and it was a massive success, with a good amount of Dodgers fans that were grateful for it because the stadium was.
I stand Dodgers, by the way.
Full, but they also managed
I don't watch any baseball, but my pops took me to go watch Dodgers like one time when I was a kid, and since then I just like them.
Pull a comeback.
They put ice cream inside of a helmet, like on the team's helmet. It's so good.
Singing. There was this very wholesome post made on the Hololive subreddit where a Los Angeles Dodgers fan was thanking.
Gargura singing the "Take Me Out to the Monke." I freaking love it, dude. It's the most adorable thing ever.
The Hololive and VTubing community for making that match one of the best Dodger games a fan since birth has ever seen from their perspective. So yeah, it's very clear the VTuber industry is shifting towards Hololive and leaving Nijisanji behind right now. This is an important comparison to make because while Hololive is a corporation, just like Nijisanji, the main difference is that they do try their best to treat their talents as well as they can.
Yep.
Where Nijisanji has proven to us time and time again that is not the case. If anything, they have crazy favoritism and a very toxic culture. So this is one of the main reasons why the stock has fallen. This rally signified hope for investors. Like, listen, man, maybe they'll just make a comeback.
Yeah, just possibly.
At the Peacock Theater in LA, their presence in Anime Expo, like, come on, right? This will really show us that all this stuff has been over-exaggerated. Well, nope. Nope. It was not negligible. What happened in February was simply not negligible. Do I think this is the end of Nijisanji? No, but it was most definitely humiliating.
It's going to take a while for them to get there.
But it'll take a long time to get back to where they were when it comes to their global audience. I just hope that in the process.
And frankly, I feel like the most problematic VTubers, Pandora, and other VTubers, and stuff that were like in the forefront of all the controversies, Vox Akuma, and that was the worst way to hide that. But point being, the ones that were like at the forefront of all that controversy, I feel like until they start taking back seats to the other VTuber talents or full blown re-debut as whole other VTubers, it's not gonna go like it's gonna go slower, I should say.
Process, no one gets hurt like their past talents, and they can foster a
Because
healthy
they have just so much
work
animosity now.
environment. Maybe
Such
that'll
a
help
bad
them,
reputation
I don't
now
know,
on the internet.
sell more than half the available tickets in the Peacock Theater. Oh, thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video, whenever that is. And yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I love you so much. Stay safe out there. Love you. Mwah.
It was an absolutely hilarious thing to witness in person while I was there. I think I made a tweet about it when it happened as well, which is super interesting. Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna save these two probably for Monday. I think that'll be good topics. The other two on the list. Be sure to go like and subscribe to Muujin. Always makes great content. Thanks for hanging out. Like or dislike, comment, and subscribe, and become a Monodachi today. I live stream all day, Monday through Friday, so go say hi. That's all for now, Monos. Goodbye, and thanks for swinging by. Salut.